My name is Leza Tungl, and I am the artist behind Paperback. Paperback was a sculpture that I did for my 3D design class. The idea behind the project was you got one book and one adhesive, and you had to modify that book to whatever you wanted it to be. You could do abstract, you could do objects, you could do a scene from the book. Some people just drilled right into their books. It was pretty much a free for all with them. I ended up choosing to do an owl because I kind of associate owls with wisdom and intelligence, and I associate that with books. So it kind of just made sense for me to make a book into an owl in the end. I also kind of just dig owls, so it kind of just worked out for me. Paperback is modeled directly after a barn owl. I thought the text on the pages would kind of give it the texture of the feathers for me, and then I saw the stripes as a really neat challenge. All the stripes are actually burned paper. There is the only staining that was done to it was on the feet, and it almost didn't take at all, so you can hardly even see that, but pretty much all of the darkness you see is all heat gunned right onto the paper. Um, and then it is just layered on by burnt piece by non-burnt piece until you get the feathers. Each feather was individually made and pieced together. This was a very time-consuming project. The adhesive I ended up choosing was a clear Elmer's glue. So literally, its thing is only paper, like it's a paper structure, all that good stuff built on top of it with more paper, and clear Elmer's glue. It worked much better than I ever could have expected. Paperback was kind of a sculpture I made out of spite, actually. He's built on a lot of mistakes, a lot of learning processes, um, and a lot of research. So it took me a lot of time to get started on him. So my professor was pretty positive I wasn't going to get him done on time. It was very much like you should just do an abstract thing. You should make it way easier for yourself. You're never going to get it to stand on the book. There was so many like negatives to it. So I decided to take it home, and I finished it within the 2 days that it was to be due. Um, it took a sleepless night, a lot of coffee, and a lot of band-aids, but you got the sculpture you end up seeing before you right now. It was super worth it. I'm a student that works in multimedia. I really don't have I usually I did focus on digital media and traditional media, but paperback was the first sculpture that I ever did that opened the door to sculpture for me. And ever since him, I've made a whole bunch of different projects, and sculpture has become way more of a favorite art medium for me too. But paperback has always had a special place in my heart, and all of the 3D pieces that I've done. Um, because he was my first, it felt like my first serious piece. So he's super important to me. So it's really cool that I get to share him with everybody who's passing through Art Reach. This is a super cool opportunity for me, and it's really nice to be able to get him out of my house and get him somewhere where he's appreciated, you know. Um, I do have other works. If you're ever interested in checking them out, I have a Facebook page. The Facebook page is called Azel Pop Art. It's AZELPOP Art. I think when you search it, it's all one word. Um, I have a whole bunch of more stuff coming. That's where I post most of my stuff that I post on there is multimedia and a lot of school projects. I've got a couple more book projects that I'm in the works with right now, that I'm hoping to be finishing up soon. So that's going to be the place to look out for them. Again, that's Azel Pop Art on Facebook. And I've got details for a whole bunch of other places you can find me. I'm kind of all over. I really thank you for taking the time to watch my video and for looking at paperback. If you look on the beak of paperback, if you're still around him, there should be a line on it that says "Send her my love," and right now I'm sending you my love. For again watching the video and actually taking a minute to look at my sculpture. It's so appreciated, and I hope you have a great time looking at the other sculptures in Art Reach.